Welcome back to NBA Cinema, guys. So, look, I got a couple topics on LeBron James that we're going to talk about. And the first clip comes from D Wade. Now, I see some people saying D Wade is taking a shot at LeBron James, but this could also be looked at as a fact. Now, he's going to talk about the not one, not two, not three speech that LeBron gave, during the Big Three coming together, that parade that they threw before they even played a game together. And Wade is gonna talk about how he didn't really like LeBron saying that, and also how he had already won a championship, and that was LeBron's doing on his own. We're gonna get into that first, and then there's another video of an OG calling out LeBron that we're gonna get into later on in this video. Let's check it out.
If you could delete one thing from the internet, would it be the banana boat or would it be the introductory press conference for the Heat? Where
Which one?
The not one, but two, but three, but four. You guys,
I don't care about that.
Well, it was kind of funny.
Yeah, but it's just jokes.
Yeah. Well, no, you guys were serious.
No, it wasn't no you guys. It was one person who said now. It was everybody was saying that. It was one person who said not three, not four. Not.
What was going through your head when you said not three, not
He
four?
tripping. I was like, slow
please
down,
stop,
At
bro.
what
please
point
stop.
were you like, oh shit, this is too many?
Well, first of all, that was one of the things that it's supposed to be internal. That's an internal conversation.
It was a packed audience.
Yeah, but it wasn't supposed to go out to everybody. That's one of those moments that you're not supposed to go out to everybody. What you say in the house, stay in the house, suppose. That's
Yeah.
would have been just for us. Now, if we go back, run a clip, look at me when he's saying it. I put my head down like, woo-wee. Because I had won a championship before. I knew how hard it was to obviously win the championship. So it's no way. Like, yes, we thought we were going to be a problem. Yes, we thought we was about to run the table. But we also knew the league is very, very good. And it's not that damn easy. So when he was doing the not one, not two, we in the moment. We're
Right.
feeling ourselves. And it became something that people, took and made it like factuals.
Yeah.
Like we signed a contract and said we're going to win 7 championships.
Oh yeah, everyone made fun of it.
Yeah, but it's cool.
Yeah.
It's jokes. It ain't nothing
Yeah.
but jokes.
Yeah, man. So I don't think D Wade was dissing LeBron. I think he was simply saying, it was still early in LeBron's career at that point too, where he made that statement. I think LeBron actually learned that you don't go out there and make those promises prior to a season before then. It's better to be seen as a team that, I can't say they would have been the underdog, but just a team going out there about their business rather than putting those lofty expectations on yourself, because the media is going to hold you to that. Now let's move on over to the OG Olden Polynice, um, saying that LeBron never takes credit when he loses. The one thing I've always hated about LeBron, here it comes. It's like when they win, it's all him. When they lose, it's all them. I've always hated that narrative. We could have spoken more to his greatness if one day he had said, "That's on me." Just one time, "That's on me." Now, you know me, I like to go and fact check these things, and I'm going to look at this LeBron video that someone has compiled together to see if LeBron has taken any responsibility. Now, I know where it comes from. The notion that LeBron never takes responsibility for losses, and it's that one time where he said, at the end of the day, y'all gonna go back to y'all regular jobs, and LeBron's still gonna live a nice life, and you got to go back to you. And I thought that was low for him to do at the time, but he basically said, y'all gonna go back to your everyday life, and I'm still gonna be up here on this mountain, making my millions and all that. And it's not even about that at that point. It was him being held to the not one, not two, not three standard that he set prior to that season. So let's get into this video where LeBron is taking accountability, and I want to know what you guys think.
Great individual numbers. Most of the season, you guys looked like you were definitely going to make the playoffs. Late in the season, you fell off. You didn't make it. How disappointing was that?
Really disappointed. But I got to take my bumps and bruises just like everybody else, to finally get to the playoffs. And, I'm going to be here very soon.
Like I said, I make no excuses. And I had opportunities to do things that, I wanted to do. And it just didn't fall for me. But not using the elbow as an excuse, it limited me some. And I mean, you hope to be 100% going to any series, but at this point in the season, I don't know if there's anybody on both teams that's 100%. So,
what's your assessment of your ability to play well under pressure?
Sometimes you got it, sometimes you don't. And
that was this case in this series. I was able to do things in the last 2 series to help us win ball games. Wasn't able to do that in this series. Once you get to the playoffs, every game is pressure. You want to win, you have to win. We've seen some of that in the Chicago series. We've seen some of that in the Boston series. And even though we lost Game 4, in Philly. It's pressure in that series as well. So it doesn't matter which round it is. Once you get to the postseason, every possession counts.
LeBron, it seemed like you were the only player on the team to really be able to get it going there with your 31, 10, and 5. What was the night like out there as you played point guard and try to get your team going? And was it frustrating? What were the emotions of the night?
Mixed emotions. Started off very well as a team. We had a great first quarter. But from that point on, they were the better team. And, that's why they're the champions in 2014. I don't know. For me, it's never a success if you go out losing. But I think it's we put ourselves in, back where this franchise needed to be, being a contender. But we still got a lot of work to do.
Ultimately, winning 4 out of 5.
First of all, you tip your hat to them. Defending champions, super great team, super well coached, and you tip your hats. They made the plays down the stretch, to win this series, and so you get credit where credit is due. That's for sure.
Now, as I watch those clips, there's nothing wrong with what LeBron James said, per se. I think what Olden Polynice is trying to articulate is on that episode where LeBron James was on the shop, and he said winning the one for Cleveland, that title made him the GOAT. To take that type of self-praise from that series, right, while you're actively playing, not looking back on it after your career is done, but saying it, that made him actively the GOAT while he's still playing. They would love to have moments. People like Olden Polynice would love to have moments where you said, that one was on me. You think about the Miami and Dallas series. He was speaking about that on one of the clips that I showed you. But recently on Mind the Game, he was talking about Joel Anthony and some of those guys not being up to par. Basically, it's just me, Wade, and Bosh, on the team that's of that caliber, and everybody else was deeper than us. But when you come together like that with max contract players, even if you're sacrificing a little bit, you're not sacrificing for those other guys on the team. So it's almost like, you should have taken complete ownership of losing the Dallas series. And I think that's what Olden Polynice is trying to say, not trying to respin it, repackage it this many years later to say, hey, it was some things on that team, trying to halfway take accountability, but not really. It's not as much me as y'all would like to point to and history would like to say. But I think we're all great players. And if you have LeBron James' ability, you're going to get the same amount of praise as you're going to get criticism, and so that's just natural. It's almost like you can't have one without the other. If I can praise you to the heavens, then I can definitely call you out when the team doesn't win, because it's a reflection of you, just the nature of it, whether it's unfair or not. That's just how this sport goes. And so that's what I would say to that. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think LeBron had good examples of taking accountability fully on his shoulders? Or do you think people like to look at the situation where he said we're going to go back to our everyday lives, or, not we, but just people in general was going to go back to their everyday lives after watching LeBron and the Miami Heat fail? That I think that was such a powerful soundbite after the not one, not two, not three, for the season to end that way. Him saying that it just shows you the power of words, because I think that stuck with people so long that that's what they see LeBron James as, as far as accountability when it comes to losses. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.